We move next to the report by Mr. Damian BOESELAGER on the status of third country nationals who are long-term residents. I give the floor to Mr. BOESELAGER for 2 minutes to speak in favour. 185, yes, there you go.
Thank you, President. I think we can see that the colleagues from the far right managed to get a lot of speaking time to spread their poisonous agenda, nativist agenda on migration. But what I have to say, what surprises me is that they didn't open actually all the laws, because my law is not part of the Asylum Pact. This law is part of the talent and skills package. It's about attracting international talent to Europe. So I do not understand why you challenge this, because this is actually about the fact that we are losing workforce, 50 million people over the next 30 years. Our startups, our hotels, our companies need talent. We need to find ways to be more attractive. This bill actually allows permanent residents to be able to work all across the European Union. When you come as a migrant to the EU, you don't face one labor market, you face 27 markets. And even under Trump, the US was more attractive to international talent than the EU. Why? Because if you get fired in New York, you can find a job in San Francisco. When you want to find a new job, when you work in Sofia or Berlin, you have to go through the whole procedure of getting a visa again. So let's vote in favor of this bill. I thank my shadows, and I thank you for the strong support for this bill. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. BOESELAGER. I give the floor to Mr. Jean-Paul Garot for 2 minutes to speak against the decision.
Merci Madame la Présidente. Notre Parlement s'apprête à négocier le plus rapidement et discrètement possible son pacte asile et migration. Le plus rapidement possible pour qu'il soit adopté avant les élections européennes de 2024 et l'arrivée probable d'une nouvelle majorité qui bloquera cet ensemble de textes. Le plus discrètement possible, c'est-à-dire sans débat public immédiat, ceci pour éviter que nos concitoyens ne découvrent la catastrophe migratoire qui se prépare ici. Car au prétexte de réduire l'immigration de masse de notre continent, ce pacte asile et migration l'aggravera. Nous exigeons un débat public immédiat sur ces textes. Il ne faut pas croire que nous sommes contre le débat. Nous le voulons maintenant, car nous savons bien que vous ferez tout pour que ce pacte s'applique avant 2024. Nous voulons également un vote de notre Assemblée sur ces textes. Selon ceux-ci, les États membres devront s'engager à accueillir les demandeurs d'asile arrivant en Europe au nom d'un mécanisme de solidarité. Sa bonne mise en œuvre sera surveillée par, je cite, un coordinateur européen pour la relocalisation, une personne sans aucune légitimité démocratique. Pire, en cas de crise, la Commission répartira de manière obligatoire les migrants dans nos pays respectifs. Comme si cela ne suffisait pas, les demandes d'asile des migrants seront facilitées et le regroupement familial fortement élargi et encouragé. Quant aux mesures initiales proposées pour protéger les frontières extérieures, elles seront réduites au minimum quand elles ne seront pas tout simplement supprimées. Pourtant, de vraies frontières extérieures seraient les plus belles démonstrations de solidarité avec les pays comme l'Italie ou la Grèce, en première ligne face à l'immigration massive. L'idéologie du Parlement européen n'était plus à démontrer, mais en l'occurrence, on brûle les étapes, comme si la montée en puissance dans tous nos États d'un électorat qui refuse cette politique était redoutée par Bruxelles. Car il faut le dire, la politique que vous voulez mettre en œuvre, nos peuples majoritairement n'en veulent pas. Vous voulez imposer une politique contre le peuple. C'est la négation même de la démocratie et le début de l'autoritarisme.
Time up. We vote on the decision to enter interinstitutional negotiations by roll call, and the vote is open. Vote is closed, and it is adopted. Therefore, the committee can start interinstitutional negotiations immediately. We move to the report by Mr. Stefan BERGER on markets in crypto assets. Provisional Agreement, Amendment 2 by roll call. The vote is open. The vote is closed, and it is adopted. No speech? No. The first reading of Parliament is closed. We move now to the report by Mr. Ernest URTASUN and Ms. Assita KANKO on the information accompanying transfers of funds and certain crypto assets recast. We vote on the provisional agreement. Amendment 2 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. And it is adopted, and thereby the first reading of Parliament is closed. We move to the report by Mr. Nils UŠAKOVS on Parliament's estimates of revenue and expenditure for the financial year 2024. Amendment 15 by show of hands. Who's in favour? Who's against? Abstains? Rejected. 16 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 17. Who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Rejected. 13 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. 14 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 18 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 19 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 20 by show of hands. Who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Rejected. 21 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. 22 by show of hands. Who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Rejected. Amendment 23. Who's in favour? Against? Abstentions? Rejected. 24 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Paragraph 18 in 3 parts. First part. Who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Adopted. Second part. Who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? And we need to check this. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted, clearly. Third part by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Amendment 4 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Amendment 25 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 5 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Amendment 8. Who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Adopted. Amendment 6 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Amendment 7 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Amendment 26 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 9 in 2 parts. First part by roll call. Voted open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Second part by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 10 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 1 by show of hands. Who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Adopted. Amendment 11 in 2 parts, both by roll call. First part, vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Second part, vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 12 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Rejected. Amendment 2 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Amendment 3 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. And it is adopted. We vote on the resolution as a whole by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. And it is adopted. We move to the joint motion for a resolution tabled by 5 groups on universal decriminalisation of homosexuality in light of recent developments in Uganda. We start with paragraph 11 in 2 parts. First part, who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Adopted. Second part, who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Adopted. Amendment 1, who's in favour? Who's against? Check. I open the vote. Vote is closed. It is adopted. Amendment 2 in 3 parts. First part, who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Adopted. Second part, who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Adopted. Third part, who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? We check this. I open the vote. I close the vote. And it is adopted. Therefore, the original text falls. Paragraph 20, original text by roll call. The vote is open. Vote is closed. It is adopted. Paragraph 13, 2 parts. First part, who's in favour? Who's against? Abstains? Adopted. Second part by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Paragraph 31 in 3 parts. First part, who's in favour? Who's against? Who abstains? Adopted. Second part by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. Third part by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. It is adopted. Paragraph 32 by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. Adopted. We vote on the resolution as a whole by roll call. Vote is open. Vote is closed. And it is adopted. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. The sitting is suspended and it will resume at 3 o'clock with the Commission statement on EU Action Plan against trafficking in cultural goods. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.